Hello Year 12s, this is another example that I'm pulling out of the book to do for you. This is from 3i, it's question 12 and it's on page 138. So we have this matrix expression here, which I'll kind of break down for you in a second, where we have some kind of a dilation and a translation, and it looks like here that there'll be some reflection in the line y equals x, because that's the type of matrix this is. It'll also be moved 3 left and 2 down, and let's get started on what it is. So let me rewrite this so that if I have x dashed is equal to ax plus b, and then I'll rewrite it in terms that are a little bit more familiar with x and y prime. Now, so in place of capital X dashed, I have this matrix x and y prime. Now a is equal to 0, negative 3, 1, 0, and in place of the x goes little x and y, and b is equal to minus 3, 2. Now, if we multiply this matrix first, we'll get negative 3y and x and minus 3, 2. Alright, now if we add these matrices together, we can get minus 3y minus 3 and x plus 2. So what we have here then is x dashed will be equal to minus 3y minus 3, and y dashed is equal to old x plus 2. Now what I'll do is I'll use a little bit of algebra and rearrange it so that x can be equal to y dashed minus 2, and in this one x dashed plus 3 is equal to minus 3y, and I'll rearrange this so I get x dashed plus 3 equals minus 3. Now what I'll do is I'll turn over the page in just a second. So from the previous page I worked out that old y is equal to new y plus 3, all divided by minus 3, and old x is equal to new y minus 2. So if I have my equation all in terms of old x and old y values, and I substitute in here what I've worked out, in place of this y will go in x dashed plus 3, all divided by minus 3 and minus 2 y dashed. Now let's see, what I'll do is I will expand this so I get everything over negative 3, and 3 divided by negative 3 is negative 1. Now minus 2 times y is negative 2y, and minus 2 times minus 2 is 4 plus 6. Now let's see. If I add up the 4 and the 6, that'll be 10. So that'll be minus 2y plus 10. Now what I'll do is I'll take that 10 across to the other side, so I'll get x dashed over minus 3 minus 11 is equal to minus 2 times new y. Now let's see, if I divide both sides by negative 2, so if I have x dashed minus 11 and on both is equal to negative 2y, and I divide both sides by negative 2, and that was a negative there as well. This will be x over 6. Minus divided by minus is a plus, and that should only be over 2, and there we go. So the new equation under the transformations is that right there. Now hopefully that helped, and I'll see you in class where you can ask any more questions if you don't understand.